So today we start chemical bonding. Chemical bonding. Okay. So chemical bonding. Everything in this world wants to stable. So in case of atoms, they also want to stable. The stability means for atoms, the stability means what? For atoms, the stability means to attain the noble gas configuration. To attain the noble gas configuration. Okay, that means in the outermost shell 8 or 2 electrons. Octet rule or duplet rule, all of you familiar with this? Okay, so to complete octet rule or to complete the nearest noble gas configuration. Okay, so for this they try to attain the noble gas configuration and they form a bond for stability. Generally, the reaction means what? A reaction means the redistribution of electrons. You can say the reaction means the redistribution of atoms. That means the redistribution of electrons, because electrons are present in outermost shell on the atoms. Protons and neutrons are at the nucleus here, but electrons always in the outermost shells. So that means the redistribution of electrons. By what? By transfer, by sharing, like this. By anyhow they complete the 8 electrons, that means octet rule or duplet rule. So what happened? During the redistribution of electron, a bond is formed. That is the attraction between the atoms. That is the attraction between the atoms, which binds them together. We can say which binds them together due to the formation of charge. So this is known as bond. Which one? The attraction of atoms. The attraction between the atoms of elements form a binding each other, and bond is formed. So this bond we can say the chemical bond, and we can define like this. It is a force of attraction. It is the force of attraction between any two atoms in a molecule to maintain the stability, because every element wants to be nearest noble gas electronic configuration. That means every element wants to complete octet rule, that means octet, and that means every elements want to stable. So that's why they transfer, they share electrons, and therefore there is a bonding between them, and this bonding is known as chemical bond. There is attraction between them. So there are 3 methods in which atoms can achieve the stable configuration. First one is transfer or sharing. Second one is sharing. There is transfer, here sharing. And third one, that is coordinate bond. We can say when the shared electrons pair are contributed by only one of combining atoms. That is coordinate bond. Okay, that is coordinate bond. When we discuss, then it is easy. But the definition you can say that when the shared electron pairs are combined by one of the combining atoms, the bond formed is known as coordinate bond. Okay, and this transfer is known as electrovalent bond, and sharing, that is known as covalent bond. Okay. So chemical bonding means, again we revise, the chemical bonding is the force of attraction between the two atoms. in a molecule to maintain stability. The definition according to your understand, what you understand, you can try to write like this. So what we understand, I am telling you that the chemical bonding means a force of attraction between the two atoms. We can say. Now when this force of attraction formed, when there is a transfer or sharing of atoms or electrons. Okay, so first we discuss electrovalent bond, and all of you class 10 students, all of you familiar with this electrovalent bond, very easy concept, electrovalent bond. These bonds, electrovalent bond form when a metal reacts with a non-metal first, because we know that metals of valency 1 or outermost shell electron 1, outermost shell electron 2 or outermost shell electron 3, they are release electron. And non-metal whose outermost shell electron 7, 6 or 5, they receive electron. So there is a transfer of electron. So one, this is 2, this is 3, 1 electron release. So whose outermost electron 7 is the gainer. 2 electron release, whose outermost electron 6, it is the gainer. So it transfer, gain, transfer, gain. So let's take some example and it is easy to understand. Suppose if I take formation of NaCl. What is the atomic number of Na? 11. What is the atomic number of chlorine? 17. Electronic configuration 281, chlorine 287. Now Na release 1 electron and become stable 28 like this. And when Na release 1 electron, chlorine receive this 1 electron and chlorine become 288 also stable. Because Na transfer or lost 1 electron, Na become positive in charge and chlorine receive, that's why it is negative charge. All of you know about this. This charge is known as ions. The charges are known as ions. This is positive ion, this is negative ion. Negative ion known as anion. Positive ion is known as cation. Okay. Now how the bond electrovalent form? Due to the opposite charge, they have a strong attraction. They have a strong attraction between them due to opposite charge. Like magnet, south and north attract, north and south attract, but south repel and north repel. Similar like this, where it is opposite charge, they are attract to each other with a strong attraction force. This is known as electrostatic force of attraction. That means this is binding to each other. So this combination is known as electrovalent. So this bond is known as electrovalent. And the compound is known as electrovalent compound. And how much electrons it's transfer? 1. How much electron it's gain? 1. So its electrovalency is 1, because number of 1 electrons transfer and number of 1 electron receive. Loss of 1 electron and gain of 1 electron. That's why the electrovalency is 1. And this type of compounds are known as electrovalent compound. If you take one more example, that is MgCl2. So magnesium, atomic number 12, electronic configuration 282, 2 chlorine is there. Cl2, so 2 chlorine is there. So chlorine 287, again 1 chlorine, 287, 287. So these 2 electrons, one transfer here and one transfer here. So magnesium become 28 and this become 288 and 288. That's why magnesium 2 positive charge and here 1 negative charge, 1 negative charge. Again there is an electrostatic force of attraction between them because opposite charges are formed, 2 positive charge and 2 negative charge. this one metal, this one non-metal, that means it is a formation of metal and non-metal. So here cation is formed, here anion is formed, opposite charge attraction. Okay, so this type of compound is known as electrovalent compound. By transfer of electron, they have a ions form, ionization form. Ionization is there, so positive charge ion and negative charge ion. One more example, if I take calcium oxide, calcium and oxygen, calcium atomic number 20, 2882, and oxygen 2, 6, atomic number 8. So calcium outermost electron 2, here outermost electron 6. So these two electrons transfer, it become 288, and this one become 28. So here 2 electron release, that is 2 positive charge, and 2 electrons it gain, that is 2 negative charge. So again there is a 2 positive and 2 negative opposite charge. There is a electrostatic force of attraction form. So that means they combined, they have a bonding with opposite charge. This type of bond is known as electrovalent bond or ionic bond, and the compound formed is known as electrovalent compound. The electrovalency here is 2 because number of 2 electron transfer and share. So their electrovalency is 2. Clear? Now what is the condition for this electrovalency or electrovalent bond formation? What is the condition? So condition for the formation, condition. So what are, you can say also the factors. What are the factors? What is the condition? So first one, low IP, ionization potential. Second one, high electronegativity, or high electronegativity, no, large electronegativity difference you can say. So large electronegativity difference. Okay, large electronegativity difference, large electronegativity difference. And third one is what? The third one is high electron affinity, high electron affinity. Okay, high electron affinity. So if there is a low ionization potential, large electronegativity difference and high electron affinity, then electrovalent bond can be formed. So what is the meaning of this low ionization potential? So that means if elements have a low ionization potential, then it will lose electron very easily. An element whose ionization potential is low, that means the element lose electron very easily. So if lost electron very easily, so easily positive charge form. Second, large electronegativity difference. That means electrovalent bond formed by a metal and a non-metal. So when a metal and a non-metal, if there is a big difference between their electronegativity, then the electrovalent compound formed. Big difference means what? Suppose the sodium electronegativity is something, and for chlorine there is a electronegativity. So the difference between them is very large. For example, you can take, suppose it was 100, so maybe this is 200. I take example. Okay, so like this. So if sodium electronegativity and chlorine negativity, they have a big difference, that means they form a electrovalent compound. Third one, high electron affinity. High electron affinity means to attract the electron. the energy required to attract the electron, to accept the electron. So if it is high, then it is easy for that element to accept electron. Now if I considered again sodium and chlorine, so sodium has low ionization potential, that's why sodium easily releases one electron. Chlorine, it has high electron affinity, that's why this chlorine easily receives this one electron. Now why sodium and chlorine form NaCl? Because sodium, it has low ionization potential, and chlorine, it has high electron affinity, and the difference between their electronegativity is large. Their electronegativity lies not nearest, like this. Suppose if sodium have 2,1 and it is not 2,4, maybe 3 or 3.1 or 2, like this. So big difference is there. So if there is a big difference between their electronegativity, one metal that is low in ionization potential, the non-metal whose electron affinity is more, that means quickly to change into negative charge, negative ion, easy for him to form a negative ion. How it is easy for form a negative ion? If the elements easily accept one electron, then easy for them to form a negative charge. So chlorine, generally the non-metals, they have highly electronegative affinity. That means they always want electron to complete their octet. So these are the conditions. So condition for electrovalent compound, formation of electrovalent, you say low ionization potential, large electronegativity difference, and high electron affinity. Okay. So what are the compound? If you are according to our syllabus, so you can study NaCl, then MgCl2, then calcium oxide, then you can go hydrogen bromide, then we start with calcium chloride also. So these are the examples of electrovalent compound where a metal and a non-metal, metal and a non-metal, metal and a non-metal, metal and a non-metal, here also metal and non-metal are combined to form a compound in where metals lost their electrons and non-metals gains their electron and form a ion of negative and positive charge. This negative and positive charge formed a bond or electrostatic force of attraction. This is known as electrovalent bond. Complete. So now, what is the dot structure or structure of NaCl? So you just draw NaCl first, orbital structure. So this is your nucleus, this is the first cell, this is the second cell, and this one third cell. Because atomic number of sodium is 11, so first cell 2, second cell 8, and third cell 1. So first cell 2, second cell 8 electrons, and third cell 1 electron. When reacts with chlorine 287. So this is nucleus, first cell 2, second cell complete 8, and third cell 7. Now what happened? This 1 electrons of sodium transfer here. Okay, so they form NaCl. Now sodium becomes 2 cell because 1 electron released, that's why now it is in 2 cells. So first cell 2 and in second cell 8. Okay, so first time when it's not combined, that time sodium atom, and now it is sodium ion because it releases 1 electron and it is in positive charge. So chlorine, first when it is not accept the electron, that time chlorine is a chlorine atom. But after accepting one electron, and this is a nucleus, this is the first cell, this is the second cell, a third cell, and completes its octet. First 2, second 8, 8, 8, like this 8, and third one after receiving one electron, it also complete 8 electron. So now it is chloride ion. This sodium ion, positive ion chloride, negative ion. So like this they combine. Okay. Now if you draw a electronic dot structure in where you just write the element, then elements 4 space is there, but you use only one outermost cell electron 1, so that's why you use only one. So Na you write like this, and for chlorine again you have a 4 space, but outermost cell electron 7, so you first fulfill 1, 2, 3, 4, then you use 5, 6, 7. Now one electron transfer, so you just arrow give like this and show that the electrons now it's here, so it's become 8. So 281, 287, then 28, and it's become 288. All of you class 10 students all know how to draw the structures of electrovalent bond. Okay.